Hey guys, Karen Wolf here in the art studio this evening. I know I'm a little bit later than what I normally am. I usually come on here at about 7 anymore. I tried 8 for a while, but here we are at 8 o'clock. 8 is a little bit late for me. Not that I go to bed early, but anything past, it seems like 7 or so, as far as painting goes, I'm not real on my game. So, but anyhow, today I'm on here at 8 because I had to go run over and take, my husband, had to go to the dentist. He had chipped a tooth, so I'm a little bit late. So, I don't know if it was like, I wasn't really chipped a tooth. He had a crack in his tooth and it broke off. Like, it was just hanging there. So, not real comfortable. So, anyways, so I am, hey Sheila, welcome. I'm going to paint these little red, white, and blue flowers is what we're going to do this evening. There was I can't remember who it was, but I was looking through my YouTube videos, and there was a mention on there from a lady, and she said, oh, please paint the flowers in the clay pot, the red, white, and blue flowers in the clay pot. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing this evening. So we're just going to do some flowers in the clay pot. And since I don't have a whole lot of time, that'll work pretty good. Because I've got to get upstairs and work on my, do I want to make it bigger than that? I need to work on my recordings. I got all my recording done, but I need to add my tutorials to the website for my I did the can't walk, talk, chew gum at the same time, sorry. I did the fishing gnome, the jumbo sunflower, and Smoky Mountain, the Great Smoky Mountains. So those are the 3 new ones that I did for the website for my memberships and all that. So anyways, for those of you who've painted with me before, you know I'm a painter and I teach you how to paint and become a better painter. I do that online with my online memberships, my Pick Your Painting Club, my All Access membership, and I also have videos on my website. And I paint on Facebook. I'm everywhere though. I'm here, there, and yonder. So I'm just going to do a little, just a little quick one, like I said, this evening, just to get this one done, because like I said, it was a request. A young lady was on my YouTube channel. I'm on YouTube too. She was on my YouTube channel. I'm just putting all kinds of colors in here, aren't I? Just trying to get a dark color over here for this little side of this thingy. But she was on my YouTube channel watching the Patriotic Birdhouse. And she said, oh, please paint this one. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm painting this one. So I hope you guys had a great day. Y'all say hey when you jump on here so I know who's watching. And if you are watching on the replay, just type in replay so I know you're watching on the replay and say hello. But burnt sienna and a little bit of brown, purple, I think I put a little bit of red, brown, purple on the dark side over here. And this is going to be my lighter side. So I'm just taking that dirty brush and I'm just putting a little bit of orange. So, have you been painting, Sheila? I know you like to paint. I haven't seen you for a while. I've seen you on here off and on though. I haven't seen you in person. Maybe I'll see you in person when I open up my new art studio again. Or open the art studio and have a studio again. That's coming for those of you who want to paint in studio. That's coming again. Just darkened that color up. I just went into my blue, a little bit of blue with that dirty brush. I haven't cleaned my brush yet. That's kind of the fun thing I like sometimes when I paint, is to see how long I can go without rinsing my brush. It's kind of a game with me in my head. But yeah, that would be fun. New art studio and painting with people in the studio will be fun. But I'll still do the online stuff here with you guys on here. Those of you, there's some of you that are, don't say where you're from when you jump on here. There's some of you that are from far away, far away. No, I was going to do my, oh, there I go. I was going to do my, this 1/2 inch flat isn't very chisely. It's wore out. I was going to do my map. Hey, Susan. Hello. Your painting was so beautiful, your barn painting. Thank you for letting me post it today on my page, Susan. And everyone loves it. I guess you saw that. It is beautiful. Love, love, love it. You did a great job. Great job. That's a pretty painting too. And you really knocked that one out of the park. A lot of people should take advantage of that. Pick your painting club for sure. You've really done your homework, and it shows. So I'm just lightening up this side. I messed that side up a little bit. I'm just lightening this side, putting this side a little lighter, and just the other side a little darker. And I'm going to bring this around on the top a little lighter, because it's going to hit the light up here at the top. And this is just the underpainting. Just getting some shapes in, getting some color on, that sort of thing. And I just have 3 paintings out here like a crazy person. I hope you guys can see that. I should probably pull you closer. I wish I could remember that. There we go. I've got 3 here. The one I'm painting and the 2 that I had. These, one I'd painted the background and one I did not. So that's the reason for those. Then I'll just take a little bit of yellow, sienna, and yellow. And that right there is why my 1/2 inch flat is wore out. Because I am a little bit abusive of it. Are y'all hard on your brushes? Okay. Oh, that's funny. You will look. You have not seen it yet. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful painting. It really is. You really do great. Love, love, love your paintings. Love your work. That's one of my favorites, the quilt barn. I like barns though. You all, do you like barns? In the country and stuff, where we're out here in the barns, the old houses, old buildings, outhouses, any of that kind of stuff are things that I love it. Love, love, love it. So we're just putting a little bit of color, burnt sienna and yellow around here. Then I'm going to go into a little bit of the brown. That's a little bit dark brown there, wasn't it? A little bit of the brown. Darken up that edge a little bit. And that. Just trying to get a little dark around the edge just to get a bit of a eye stopper going there. I'm just trying to work that color down in the canvas as I can. Got Patsy on here now. Hey, Patsy. Welcome. Hello. Hello, hello. My paint's a little bit dry, so I added just a smidge of water to it. Just trying to get into these little crevices here a little bit. This canvas is a little bit deep. The tooth on it is a little deep, and it's hard to get it in the canvas, down in those cracks when it does that. And those are the canvas that are not as good quality. The ones that are a little bit less expensive, more economical canvas, you will find that they're just a little bit rough. Like the tooth in the canvas is deeper, and it just takes a little bit more work to cover. So there's that. So anyways, I'm getting this a little bit lighter here in the back and around in front and around here, and then I'm going to have a shadow right here. See, I'm just doing this light right here, yellow and white. It's a little bit wet, so it's not sticking very well, so I just need to leave it alone for a minute. Wet on wet sometimes doesn't stick, so if wet on wet doesn't stick, hey Amber, then you need to let it dry, let it cure, and then move on to something else, and then come back to it. Get a little bit of green. All right. So I'm going to go a little bit of orange, a little bit of, or not orange, burnt sienna, yellow for my centers of my flowers. And this is red, white, and blue, of course. And that is for the 4th of July is coming. We'll do red, white, and blue. So that's fun. But you can paint these flowers whatever color you want. You don't have to paint them the color that I paint them. You can paint them whatever color you want. You can paint them all the same color if you want. That would be good too. Okay, so then I'm going to put that 1/2 inch flat down, and I think I'm going to go on to my number 4 round here. And I'm going to do red with a little bit of brown. Darken that red a little bit. Do red with a little bit of brown. And I'm just taking my red, going into the red, a little bit of brown. Just darkening that red a little bit there. And sometimes it's, sometimes it's fun to paint just little whimsical things. Sometimes it's fun to paint, a little more serious thing. Or maybe, I don't know if it's serious. Like the barn scene, like Susan and I were talking about earlier. Like a painting that you put more time and effort into and make it a little bit more professional. You can do those, or these. This is fun too. So we're going to do, for the white, anytime you paint something white, you start out with gray first. So we can make a gray. I already have a little bit of gray over here where I did the gnome. I painted the gnome last night, and gray is a mixture of ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, or burnt umber, and white. You can use black and white if you want, or you can mix your own and do burnt umber, blue and white, or burnt umber, or burnt sienna, and blue. But the blue that I use is ultramarine blue because it makes a better mix for the brown, or for the black, I mean. The black color that you mix white with makes gray. I can't even talk this evening. I'm just kind of like not talking very well. Crazy person. Oh, been in a whirlwind of things. Just a bunch of craziness. So, I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are a little bit quiet this evening. Y'all chime in. Feel free to chime in here with me anytime. We'll just have a little chit chat, a little powwow. So I'm going to go into a little bit of blue. I'm going to get a little bit wet here with my, I just added a tiny bit of purple to it just to darken it a little bit. Purple and a little bit of blue, just darken that blue a little bit. I hope you guys can see that. There we go. The top one's a little wonky, but I did that on that one too. I did that one. That looks exactly the same, doesn't it? That's funny. And you can put as many petals on them as you want. You can put, as many, you know, you can do more petals if you want. I'm just doing this, just going through this pretty quick here this evening. I have to go, like I said, I need to go, I'm going to add a little bit of white to that and just lighten up this other side. I have to do add my videos that I recorded to my website, running a little behind schedule because I had to take my husband to the dentist. Well, I didn't have to take him, but I did. Should have went on his own, huh? Then we're going to take the gray, add a little bit more white to that gray, and we're going to lighten that up on the outside edge just a little bit here. Just lighten that, leaving that shadow there. And you can make that a gray, a purple gray, any kind of gray you want. Then I'm going to add a little bit of white to my red and make a lighter pink color for my red flower. And just where those colors come together, you just kind of blend them out a little bit. All right, there's that. Then we'll work on the centers a little bit. We did sienna and yellow for the center. We'll go back and do it a little bit more. Just get some more coverage on there. Leave the right side dark. Go back into the yellow. Just pure yellow and white. Lighten up the side of that there. Touch it with my fingers. Smudge it a little bit. This one needs a little bit more dark on that side. And we'll do some petals while that's drying some. Petals, green, do green. Add a little bit of purple to that green. Just darken it a little bit with some purple and green. Oh, shoot. I need to do my dark in my middle of my pot again. It's too transparent. Did not do a good job on that. So I'll have to go back and do that. This middle here, just do some burnt umber. A little bit of blue, burnt umber, a little bit of purple, just a dark color in this middle of your pot right there, just to where the dirt and stuff is. And you can do a little bit of add a little bit of white and sienna, kind of lighten that top a little bit, just make it so it's dark down in the bottom. This one I didn't darken it very much at all. Then we're going to do green, do a stem, pull down, just take that chisel edge, make a stem and go down. Kind of turn that one a little bit, give it some interest. Do some leaves, just pushing down, making some leaves. Why does he do that? Why does he do that when I'm recording? Oh, it's real life, guys, real life. Yeah, he always gets on his side by side and goes for a ride and then comes back when I'm alive. I don't know why he does that. Just like a man, I suppose. Okay, so then I did yellow and green. Oh, get that little paint booger out there. Oh, Atlanta. Do you see that? So then I'm just making a mess with a glob of paint. Then I'm just adding a little bit of yellow and white into this stem here, just so it'll show up a little bit better down here in the dark. That's the whole deal. Contrast is key. Contrast is dark against light, light against dark is how you see your stuff in the painting. It's how you can see your objects in your painting is the contrast that you create with the colors, the value, the darks and the lights. Okay, so there's that. And we'll work on the pot some more. We'll do the background last. We're going to just gumble it in a little bit, I think. And why I put blue on my brush, I do not know. Hello, Miss Tammy. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you on here. I hope you've been painting. If you haven't, I hope you're planning to. Orange and white. A little bit of orange, sienna, and white. Lighten up this pot a little bit. And you can go, you know, this one's just was a quick little more orange. This one I did a little bit more detailing in there, and I'll show you. I took a bristle brush and I think did that scumbling, or the side of my 1/2-inch flat possibly. Took a little bit of yellow, some burnt sienna, yellow, and orange, and just took the side of my brush and just see the side of my brush, and I'm just going, just kind of, you know how those pots are kind of like that. They're just kind of have that look about them. And then add a little bit of white to that. Go back into that same color. And then, didn't know you were on. Yes, I sent a text. Did you not get it? Huh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the reason I was late, is because my husband had was at the dentist. We had an emergency dentist episode. He was eating jerky, of all things, and he said he bit into the jerky, and it he felt like his tooth, something was wrong with his tooth, and we went to looking at it, and looking around there, and yeah, sure enough. And then just go a little light out here. He had a crack in his tooth that had finally gave way. So, yeah. I hope yours went well. His was not too bad. He's complaining a little bit about the numbness not going away fast enough. And he said that he's going to have his tooth extracted. So, that's not good. That's one thing. I've had a lot of stuff done to my teeth, but I've got a hair there. I have never had a tooth extracted. I've had a lot of stuff done, but I've never had a tooth pulled. So, wisdom teeth. Yeah, I've had wisdom teeth removed. I'm going to do a little shadow here, just a little indication of the shadow with those flowers, the flower pot. Just kind of rub in a little indication of the shadow. Okay, then we'll come back up here and lighten those flowers a little bit. I'm going to do the background first. The background, I'm just going to kind of scumble it in with a bristle brush. And we could leave it plain, or you can do this. This is just blue, white, and you could do whatever background color you want. You can add a little bit of purple to that if you want. Doesn't matter. And all I did was took the bristle brush around the outside of it, and it does take a little bit of being careful to some degree. Once you get up to it, you have to be careful that you don't cover it up. And I just go up to it and scumble in, and then I come back, and then I just do like little circles, little circles, little circles, little circles. And I try to make it just a little bit lighter towards the subject, just because this is the way I do it. And it draws attention to your pot. And if you keep that outside edge darker, then that frames it up. Well, doesn't frame, you don't want to frame it, but it keeps your eye in. It creates your eye stopper when you don't have anything on the outside edge. Hey Louise, welcome. You had to have a feeling and you have TMJ and your jaw's hurting. Oh yeah. I've heard that is that does cause a problem with that. I tell you what, if you have TMJ, I hope you never have to have a root canal and a crown. Oh my gosh. Talk about a long time. That's a long time with your mouth open. Isn't it? Oh my gosh. Anybody had a crown and a root canal? That's like, you feel like you're laying there like for half of your life with your mouth hanging open. I mean, it just feels like forever. Just forever. Dentist is just a joy, isn't it? Just so fun to go to the dentist. Really, though, you know, if you have a good dentist, it's not that bad. A good dental hygienist, it's not that bad. My daughter is my dental hygienist, and the dentist that we go to is good. So, just be careful whenever you go around there. If you get a little bit on the flowers, no big. We can go back and paint that over. It's no big deal. You can honestly, you could really, probably the best thing is just paint the background in first. But I didn't, and I'm not too worried about that. Unless you do that. Not too worried about that. And I just kind of go in here and touch in and go around. And I'm hurrying, so I'm not being real neat about it. And make sure that's dry. I'm going to dry it a little bit so I don't smear my green. But the thing that whenever you do it this way, it does make your painting a little bit more loose and not so precise, I suppose. A lot of people paint real tight. So when you do that, when you paint up around it like that, it makes it so it's not so tight. But you can touch things up a little bit with your brush, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Just when you go up and around it, just kind of back and forth and back and forth. Don't keep going like that in the same direction. Just kind of go in different directions to get that. And I'm just doing black, not black, blue and white. And like I said, you can go in and do your background first. No problem. Add a little bit more white. Lighten these areas up a little bit. Right here a little bit. This up a little bit. There. Alright. And then if you need to, you can darken the outside edge a little bit. I'm going to go back in and touch up my, I'm going to take a little bit of my yellow, white, lighten this area up right here a little bit. Go here, lighten, oops, that's a lot of yellow, Karen. Like that a little bit. And if you do that and you don't like that, you can wipe that off. Go into your yellow or your orange. I had just a ton of yellow on my brush and didn't realize it. But it's acrylic paint. Anything that you do, you can go back in and fix. And sometimes it's just like, you know, what was it? Bob Ross used to say all the time, sometimes it's like happy little accidents. That man knew what he was talking about. Get a little bit darker underneath there. Brown, a little bit of blue. Yeah, because if you're doing something, sometimes you'll paint something, you'll pick up a different color on your brush, and you'll think, oh my gosh, what have I done? That is like horrible. And it's not. It ends up being really pretty. So, yeah. And then I'm just taking a little bit of white on my dirty brush. Just touching some highlights in here a little bit. Since I had to redo. Just kind of scumbling that around with my bristle brush, lightly touching. I'm not touching it real hard. Get a little bit more light there, a little bit more light there. And we'll touch up our flowers and we'll be done. This is a fun one. It's just a little quick little painting, little red, white, and blue flowers for 4th of July. Just taking some yellow, a little bit of white, add to that. And if you all like these little videos that I do on here, you guys should really check out the ones that I have, my painting tutorials that I have, that I record. Those are great. That's what I was talking to Susan about earlier, was she's in my Pick Your Painting Club, and she gets to choose a painting tutorial each month to paint out of the painting tutorial library. And the one that I posted that she did is on my Facebook page. I posted it. She painted the barn. Tammy's in the All Access membership, and she's painted lots of paintings, and I post those on my page every now and then. When they post them in the group, I'll post them on my page, brag on them a little bit. And I'm just putting some more color on this flower. Just giving it another coat. I did yellow. I did red and brown for my dark of my red. I added a little bit of just red, and then I did red and white for the light. That was gray with more white into the gray, more white into the gray. This one was blue and purple for the dark. Blue and purple for the dark. And then I went into the white for the, oops, that's a little bit too much white. Blue and white for the white lighter part of the blue. And then you could add more or less like pure blue to brighten it up a little bit. Just where those two colors come together, blend it out. These little 8x10s do not fit in the easel very good, and they'll go flying if you're not careful. Alright, and then if this bothers you, this does not bother me at all. You can go back and fix that back in. I kind of like things to be a little bit not so perfect, because if you have all hard edges in your paintings, it's a little distracting for the eye. We can touch these up a little bit with the green and the yellow. There's that. Anything that you covered up that you want back, you just go get it back. And then you add a little final highlight. Add a light. There it is. Add a little bit of a highlight there. We did that already. Add a little highlight on there. There. Add some on your leaves if you want. Got a little bit of green, which is fine too. It's good to incorporate colors in your painting. If you introduce a new color, it's good to put it in and throughout your painting. It makes it more cohesive, actually. So if you would pull some of the greens down in the other part of the painting, that would be fine. All right, there's that. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on that one this evening. So that was fun. All right, so we're going to sign it. If you're interested in painting with me, like I said, my website is artbykarenwolf.com. I have the memberships, the painting tutorials, and also I paint on here. So y'all want to catch me on here live painting, you can catch a video every now and then. I do them on here, little ones usually, nothing elaborate. But if you want to jump in and have fun and paint with me, like I said, I'm getting ready to get ready to go upstairs this evening and add my new painting tutorials to the website. There is the red, white, and blue flowers in a clay pot. So get ready to add my new ones. There's my little fishing gnome. Get ready to add him this evening. They'll be on the website tomorrow, available, and I'm so excited. And then I've got the big jumbo sunflower, and this really pretty sun set of the Great Smoky Mountains. So those are my new ones. So those are fun. All right. So you all got to paint. Hey, Crystal, welcome. Hello. Hey. Looks like Louise and Rachel. Hello. Or Rochelle or Rachel. All right. Well, thank you all so much for jumping on here with me this evening. Sorry I was late. Like I said, usually I try to get on here around 7 now. But we had to have an emergency dentist visit. Turned out okay. Nothing bad. Well, kind of. You have to get a tooth extracted. That's kind of bad. Not me. That was for my husband. I've had enough of that stuff going on. All right. Well, y'all have a great evening. I'll pop the link in the comments for the website, and y'all can go over there and take a look. Just see what's there. See if you see anything that you're interested in. Just take a look, see, and have fun. It's a lot to look at. I've got 88. See, 88, and this will be 89, 90, 91. Is that it? 91. Yeah. Painting tutorials. I'm in the 90s. I'm almost to 100. I think when we get to 100, I can't even speak. When we get to 100, we should celebrate. I can't even talk. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks for jumping on here with me. I appreciate you guys. You are wonderful. Take care. God bless you. And I'll see you back on here again real soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.